Hey now, I'm Witt. I'm going to walk you through the ins and outs of this PUREDIAL Tempostar, a 100-meter sport watch, in this full review. Welcome to Watch Witt. Yeah, so this is the PUREDIAL Tempostar. Its reference number is PDTS2100. And like I said, 10 atmospheres of water resistance. It's got a 316L stainless steel case and band as well, and sapphire-coated mineral crystal. But man, one of the first things that attracted me to this watch is this black bezel, so thin, sitting on top of that stainless steel case, that contrast of those two colors, and then you've got brushing on top of the bezel and the case, and then that high polish on the sides. That's just sexy. You got a 44 millimeter diameter, and it's 53 millimeters lug to lug, but it does have those protruding male end links, so that gets you to about 58 millimeters if you include those. And then it's got 22 millimeter width on the lugs for your band, and 13.5 for the thickness. So the dial is jet black, but it does have a sunburst effect to it as well in certain light. You've got a polished stainless steel handset with white lume. It's green when glowing, and the same polish fill design carries through to the hour markers as well. PUREDIAL logo, Tempostar are applied, while the other script is printed on the dial. The minute track is printed in white on the chapter ring, with 24-hour markers in red at each of the hour indices. It features a 120-click unidirectional bezel. I'll let you hear that. It's got great positive traction and feel to it, and not a lot of play at all. And it lines up as well. It's got a radial brushing across the top, and then the sides are more of a polish to it. You see those little scalloped edges. I would say that it's got just not quite enough grip to it. You have to grab it at this spot here or here in order to turn the bezel. The numbers are recessed into the bezel. They're cut out and then filled with the paint color. You've got red from the lume pip to the 20 marker, and then white the rest of the way around. And that lume pip is applied as well. So you got a beautiful case shape, and look at the turn down on those lugs. And that high polish on the side, which is reflecting everything in this shot. And then the top side, like I said, is more of a brush surface. You've got a signed crown with the PUREDIAL logo. The bracelet is brushed on the outer links of the three, and then high polish in the center link. And then you've also got high polish on the side. See the first four got that dog bone shape to it. It's kind of subtle here. There you go. But it's really unique. I love that. It gives a little bit of depth and just kind of a character to it when you see it here at this angle. Push pins for sizing the bracelet. You've got the PUREDIAL logo and signature on the clasp. It's a double push button with no fold-over safety latch. And then you've got a milled scissor deployment and 4 micro adjusts as well. And then you can see here that there are solid end links. You've got a display case back showing off the Seiko Instruments NH35A automatic movement. Beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, which is equivalent to about 6 ticks of the second hand per second. 24 joules, hand winding, and hacking as well. And you can see PUREDIAL customize the rotor with their brand and model name. Okay, let me give you some positives and negatives. So first off, this bezel. Like I said, this color, the black on top of the stainless steel, I just love that combination. The bad news is that it's so thin that you've got to grab it at just the right spot, as I mentioned. So I'm really digging this black dial. I mean, it is like oil slick black. It's just drop dead gorgeous. And it's turned me into a black dial fan. I have 5 now. So it's just beautiful. And the red 24-hour markers on the chapter ring just completely won me over. So it's got a great looking dial layout. I really love the handset here with that transparency through the hour and the minute hand, and got that really sharp needlepoint seconds hand. It's just a great look to it. And the high polish around all the hour indices, you see the 6, the 9, the double triangle at the top, and obviously all the other markers. They all have that high polish around the edge of it. Just got a great look to it. The only bad part is that the lume is just a little lacking, and had this been really strong lume, it would have been a super win. So positives about the bracelet. These dog bone links look really cool. The bad news is these protruding male end links. I mean, generally nobody likes those. You know, I don't usually mind them unless it makes the bracelet dive down, as it does in this case, you know, to wrap your wrist better. It just makes the female part stick up, and you just lose some of the cohesiveness of what would be otherwise a nice flowing bracelet. So this movement was running at minus 24 seconds per day out of the box, an after running period of about 50 days. So that's, you know, within spec. But I was able to hand regulate it with no time grapher to only plus 1.3 seconds per day now over the next 50 days. So that is my most accurate and consistently accurate mechanical watch yet. Nice. This PUREDIAL Tempostar is listed for sale on the PUREDIAL website for $525. Nobody's paying that. You know, I paid $100 for it as a surprise watch box. And that I feel like you know, I got my money's worth. It's a nice watch. You know, somewhere around $100 to $200 seems like it would be in line with other watches of this caliber. If you are not one that's picky about a brand name or a particular popularity of a brand name, right? Just judging the watch build for itself, definitely it can swing in that ballpark. Which I know is a big one, but $100 to $200 seems absolutely fine. Can you find other watches that are maybe a better value than this one? If you're in that price range, yeah, I think you could. But again, with what I paid for it, $100, I'm perfectly happy with the quality level and the workmanship of this watch. It's nice. Would I recommend it at $525? Hell no. I mean, sorry, that's just, you know, not going to happen. Get into that price range that I just mentioned? Yeah, all day long. So what do you think of the PUREDIAL Tempostar? Leave your comments down below. I'd love to talk to you about it. And if you like this video, make sure you check out some other videos on my channel that you might like as well. And if you'd like to subscribe, you're guaranteed to see a lot more watches. I'm Witt, with so many watches, so little time and money.